Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your fancy boy here, about to get fancy. Something I like to do on this channel. I don't know if you guys are aware or got the memo of the fancy times that we have here. So it was my birthday a couple days ago, and Jesse at Kyberphonic Fonts, one of my dudes, super cool guy, hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I'll give you some fonts for your birthday," and I was like, "Let's party, dude! Let's do it!" So that was fun, little apocalyptic birthday party by myself. But I had to get Grumpy Uncle, one of his sound fonts. It's a font that I didn't have, and I finished my Creepy Uncle a long time ago. This is a lightsaber hilt called the Creepy Uncle, which is machined by Dennis Lukianoff, who does a fantastic job. The machining on this hilt was amazing. But I had all these different Luke Skywalker fonts on it. Most of it's from Return of the Jedi, but I needed a The Last Jedi, because this is what the hilt design is mainly screen accurate from, is The Last Jedi. So this sound font Jesse did is called Grumpy Uncle, and it's on my Creepy Uncle. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and boot it up.
Sound bank selection.
Go away!
Perfect. Skipped the boot. Sorry guys, I get trigger happy with it. Let me see if I can activate the boot real quick.
What's special about you?
There's random boot ups. There's quite a few actually.
What's special about you?
Alright, we got that one. No, they do randomize though. So let's get that power on. With that classic snap hiss power on. This has a couple different orientation power-ons with the CFX. This is on a CFX, by the way. Y'all know me, I get fancy with the CFX. It's, depending on the orientation that you cut the lightsaber on, you can get a different sound effect, or a different power-on noise. So that one, different. Slower and meaner. I like that one a lot. It might only be 3. I'd have to double check. But I love it. I love how it jumps out and then it kind of has this little like growl after its snap hiss had happened. So the ignition is very like, and then it levels out. Pretty cool. Thing I really liked about this, and this was, I'll get some swings. Lock up. I'm gonna power down for a second. Thing I really liked about when I saw the movie, obviously I'm not the biggest Last Jedi fan. I know a lot of people, especially my friends, they know that I'm not too keen on, I'm not too forgiving for The Last Jedi and the choices it made, but I still am a giant Luke Skywalker fan. I'm going to be doing my Luke V2 soon, so that's why I was like, ooh, I need another Luke font. So one thing I did like about seeing it again on live screen, because that was in the new trilogy, that was my whole thing, was I was like, we're going to see this saber again. We're going to see Luke's Return of the Jedi saber, this one or the V2. One of them. And then when this popped up on screen, I was like, oh, there it is, so cool. And you only get to see it for like a few seconds. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched The Last Jedi. Sorry I spoiled a scene that's spoiled my heart deep down, because it's in a creepy moment in the movie. It's, again, this is the creepy uncle because Luke's sneaking in and being creepy, about to kill his nephew. We're going to talk about that afterwards. Let me get back to it. But anyways, I loved the hum in the movie. It sounded more aggressive and deep and lower than the high-pitched hum that you would hear in Return of the Jedi. So, and Jesse does a fantastic job capturing that. Let's get some swings, some smooth swings, some hybrid. Oh, and blaster bolts. Lock up again. Force wave is just a bunch of force pushes. I think the second one is, yeah, just another one. There you go. Alright. And power down. I'll put a blade in it for you blade junkies out there. I know you guys just want to see a pretty light. Y'all a bunch of moths to the flame. That's what you guys are. Okay, so you've heard the font now. I'm about to put the blade in. Everybody just sit tight because I got things to say about this hill while we're here. I have done a video on this, one of the first videos on my channel I did. And it was very long. It's like a 30-minute video of me just talking about how much I love this thing and what I did to it. Don't tell anyone. This is, because I get this frequently asked question since we're here. This is one that I get a lot of people request a Neopixel build in a thin neck design. So for those who don't know, this is a thin neck. This is very thin. And in order to do a Neopixel connector, you have to get the Neopixel connector in the emitter up top and also a blade in it. Without it, it has to go in enough. If not, it'll wobble, you'll lose connection, it'll fly out, nobody's happy. So what I did was I contacted my buddy Christian Gale because he'd done it before. He was RGV Customs. I contacted him personally, though. This wasn't through RGV Customs because I had a question for it and then we ended up doing it. I'm sure he offers it if you talk to him through RGV, but again, I don't know how they operate on making blades and whatnot. But I was like, hey man, can you make me a recessed connector? Because I need as much space in this blade socket as possible. He already knew what was up because obviously he's done stuff like that in the past. And after asking him some questions, he was like, I can just help you out, man. And I was like, dude, that'd be great. I'd be more than happy to buy a blade. Also, I wanted to see somebody else's blades because I've only ever made my own. So this blade's very bright, it's very cool. It's a really good job making it. Christian, you make a fantastic blade, man, and I've always shouted that out. Anytime somebody asks me if, hey, will you make a blade for me? I'm like, dude, you might as well go and buy one from them because they have a great price point for what they're making because all the parts go into it and the work and labor, all that stuff. And I'm like, you get good quality. I mean, I'd probably charge more because making blades is a pain in the butt. So what I did was I took the blade connector, and again, this is just a show saber. I'm not beating this thing up. This sits on a shelf on a display, and I swing it around and I have a great time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my childhood, I love it. But I mean, you could probably, because this is actually a pretty good depth. You probably could beat it up a little bit, but I wouldn't, and I wouldn't duel anyways with a thin neck. It's just, whenever you're looking at a saber that has, I mean, look at that. That's thick. And that's not even that. Well, yeah, that's about 1 inch. But see, the diameter on that, you have a lot to work with, whereas that is a frail point. But so what I did was I took, because I had to think about how am I going to get this freaking thing in there. I took the connector like this, put that in there, dropped it in, some double-sided tape down in there. So may not be the best, man, but it works well. It works very well, actually. I was very shocked at how well it worked. And again, Christian made a great blade. Oh, listen to that. Like a purring lion. Let's see if I can get that tip drag. It's kind of hard with this one. Whoop. Nope. Alright. I ain't getting it, guys. Just ain't happening. A little lighter green. That's like a lime green. Oh, that's right. I have it on the rocker. Or, Beautiful work, Jesse. Gosh. Kyberphonic fonts, guys. This is where he's like, I looked into his dreams. He was just a nice little boy sleeping because we had an early day of training, and I was like, oh no, it's too late for him. I'm gonna cut him in half. So ridiculous, you guys. It's ridiculous. Whatever. So, love the font. Jesse, great job. Grumpy Uncle by Kyberphonic Fonts. Or, yeah, Grumpy Uncle. Creepy Uncle. Hilt. Grumpy Uncle. Lightsaber. Font. So, yeah, man, that scene is just... I mean, come on. He goes off on a suicide mission to save his father in Return of the Jedi. Save his soul. This guy has been freaking Vader for 20-some years, slaughtering the galaxy. Evil, terrifying, death-looking dude. And Luke's like, they're still good at him. I'm going to sacrifice my life to make sure that he comes back to the light. But Kylo Ren, my nephew, having some bad dreams. Oh, it's too late for him, man. I just need to just go ahead and freaking chop him in half, man. Can't come back from a bad dark side dreams. Should have known better. It's ridiculous, guys. Well, enough rambling on about that. I hope you guys like the font. Go out there, get Kyberphonic fonts. Grumpy Uncle. It's perfect for your creepy uncle or your Last Jedi inspired configuration of the Luke Skywalker hero hilt. It's, I mean, I'm gonna throw it on V2. I mean, I'll probably change the quotes, but I love that home. And you got this classic swings. Oh, hey, what am I doing? 12 minutes in, if you guys stuck around this long. I know it's a really long font review, but again, it's fancy time in quarantine, so what else are you doing? You're just binging Friends on Netflix anyway, so just take a minute and binge with this friend right here on this font right here. All right.
Sound bank selection.
Go away!
Love it.
You think that I came to the most unfindable place in the galaxy for no reason at all?
So that's another random boot that I was saying. Let's get the music tracks. I think there's 4 music tracks on here. Or 3. Oh. We'll find out. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this is cool. This one is just background waves, orbs, octu, just like an ambient octu. I'm a sucker for it. I'm a fan for that. Y'all know, if you know me and you've seen some of my canon sabers from the movies, if there's an like an ambient noise that puts me in the scene, in the place, I'm all about it. Really cool. Next one. Oh. Have to have it on here. Beautiful song. I'm gonna miss you, John Williams. I miss you. Not that you're dead, but you're done with Star Wars. That just makes me sad. Weathering, I did a very light weathering job on this baby. Just enough grime in there. Some scratches, because he's got a metal hand. Come on now. yeah, we're on 4 tracks. You get 4 wave tracks with it. Gorgeous. Beautiful. One of my faves, man. This design was, when I was a kid, this was my favorite lightsaber design. So good. Alright. So hopefully that was inspiring for you, as it was for me. I feel like watching all of the Luke Skywalker scenes where he has a saber. Again, I wish we would have seen this in The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, man. I wanted more of this hill, but it's okay. It's fine. We at least get some of it. I can't believe what did Ryan Johnson. I won't forgive it. Alright, guys. Thank you so much. And I've got some more videos, some more installs coming out soon. I've got a few things to... Oh, hey, quick thing. I knew I forgot something. For those of you who are very interested in the design of this control box, Creepy Uncle, it's hard to activate them at the same time to get into your spectrum mode. So I have it to where you twist, right? So you just press the auxiliary and twist. Now you never have that problem. Now you never have that problem of having to push activation and aux at the same time, because it is a rocker system. I said this in one of my videos talking about the saber, but this way it's so easy. If you accidentally do something where you want to change colors or whatnot, you just auxiliary and twist. Spectrum. And then press auxiliary to choose it. Super cool. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed everything. Hope you enjoyed that ADD-filled quarantine life. Crazy quarantine, baby. Hope you enjoyed all of that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.